the headlines. Union Minister of State for Consumer Affairs C.R. Chowdhury reviews NFSA and central sponsor schemes in state. Residents of Singjamai area round up 25 non-locals without proper identity proof, hand them over to police. And all vehicles without high security number plate to be fined rupees 2,000 from October 1st onwards. Welcome to ISTV News. Now the news in detail. Union Minister of State Consumer Affairs C.R. Chowdhury today came to Imphal on a 6-hour visit to review the prevailing problems with regard to the National Food Security Act and the failure in various central sponsor schemes in Manipur. He met the concerned minister and officials and discussed the matter. Talking to ISTV News, C.R. Chowdhury said the agenda of NDA government is to make all facilities and schemes available in the northeastern states and develop the region as the mainland India. Therefore, he came to Manipur to meet and talk face-to-face with the people. He further said, under the Food Security Act, the maximum target to make the facilities available is at least 85% of the total population. However, in Manipur, as of now, 70% has been provided as per the official report. In this regard, he met with the concerned minister and officials and informed them to prepare and submit a detailed report within a month, he added. Besides, he will submit a personal report to the centre including the report submitted by the officials of the state and will take up the necessary steps accordingly to implement the act successfully. Moreover, all the developmental works issues of PHT and the national highways have been reviewed and will take up the necessary steps soon, he added.
वो हमारे डिपार्टमेंट से फूड डिपार्टमेंट खाद्य और ये जो आपूर्ति मंत्रालय है उनके अधिकारियों से फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया के अधिकारियों से बात करना और उनकी क्या समस्याएं हैं क्योंकि नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट लागू हुआ है अप्रैल में यहाँ पे उसके बाद में इनको कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं आ रही है जितने एलिजिबल पर्सन हैं जिनको भी इसका लाभ मिलना चाहिए उनका सबका चयन हो गया नहीं हो गया राशन कार्ड बन गए नहीं बने सारी बातों की जानकारी की और इनकी जो प्रॉब्लम्स है जो इश्यूज आपस में गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में इनके कोई इश्यूज पेंडिंग हो या किसी प्रकार उनको तक कोई दिक्कत आ रही हो तो उनको सॉर्ट आउट करने के लिए मौके पे आए थे.
Even as the JCILPS has been carrying out drives in different parts of the valley districts to check influx of non-locals without proper identity proofs, many non-locals still enter the state unabated. In one of the drives carried out by the residents of Singjamai at Singjamai parking, 25 migrant workers from Bihar who could not produce their proper identity proofs were rounded up and later handed them over to police. According to reports received by the ISTV News, the non-locals came to Manipur as laborers who were going to Thawal for some work. The non-locals were travelling in a vehicle in a suspicious manner when the residents stopped the vehicle at Singjamai parking. They have been handed over to police for further verification. Inspector of Motor Vehicle Department T.H. Dinachandra has said all vehicles including 2- and 4-wheelers whether government or private will be levied a fine of 2,000 rupees if the vehicles are not registered high security number plate. He said this at a press meet held at the office of the inspector at Babupara today. He further said the fine is going to be imposed under Section 39 of Motor Vehicles Act 1988. Besides, the drive against not wearing helmet and not possessing a driving license and related documents is continuing till today. Moreover, a sum of 4,35,100 rupees has been collected during the drive, which started from September 6 in connection with the different cases of violation of Motor Vehicles Act. He appealed to the motorcyclist to wear helmet and register high security number plate at the earliest.
The appeal to the high penalty office Congress Pambagi one not public na modern ground modern support government to receive Mapung Pana implement Tobangam Nanava penalty Pashadu Ting Danava Tingan Janing the Wiser Hadugi Pochi the Corporation PVO.
The first session of the Manipur University of Culture has commenced at the Government Dance and Music College from today. Vice Chancellor of the Manipur University of Culture, Professor Nauram Khagendra, Commissioner of Art and Culture K. Radhakumar, Director of DIPR Meghachandra Kongbam, and Director of Art and Culture Dr. K. Susila were present at the ceremony of opening of the session. Addressing the dignitaries expressed their views that the university will help promote art and culture of Manipur. They appealed to the faculty members of the university to put their heart and soul in their duty to promote the same. Speaking on the occasion, Vice Chancellor Professor Khagendra said, with commencing of the first session of the university, the 20-year-long dream of opening a cultural university in Manipur has been realized today. The art and culture of Manipur can now be promoted up to the international level through the newly opened university, he said.
Manipur culture is cultural heritage
General Secretary of ITUC L. Sotin Kumar has said that the inability of the state government in implementing the Street Vendor Act passed by the Parliament in 2014 should not be taken lightly. He said this while attending a state-level conference for street vendors at GM Hall in Imphal organized by National Hawkers Federation today. General Secretary of National Hawkers Federation Saktiman Bose, Secretary Anita Das, President of All Manipur Nupimarup N. Sakhi and General Secretary of Manipur Kaitel Nupimarup L. Mema were present at the state-level conference there. Speaking on the occasion, leader of street vendors KSS Tamas said, the condition of the street vendors of Manipur is in a very pitiable state. The pitiable conditions of the street vendors still remain unchecked by the state government. She further said, the government should implement the act at the earliest. On the other hand, addressing the gathering, National Secretary Anita Das allegedly said, the state government has been keeping the schemes and benefits meant for the large number of street vendors of Manipur concealed. The Federation has been continuously urging the government to provide a permanent seating place to run their businesses, free medical assistance, free education for their children, etc. Speaking on the occasion, ITUC General Secretary L. Sotin Kumar said, keeping the act passed by the Parliament unimplemented shows the government does not really care for the street vendors. The government has rather been looking into the matters of elite groups of the society. The street vendors will achieve their demands if they make a joint effort to have the act implemented, he added. Most of the street lamps at More border town except 5 or 6 lamps have remained non-functional for many years. It is reported that no official from the authority concerned has ever checked the lamps so far. Unlike at More town, electrification work on the streets of neighboring country Myanmar is under process in full swing. It is also said that the electricity in Tamu area in Myanmar is provided by Manipur. Residents of More town have drawn attention of the authority concerned to check the street lamps, taking into consideration the inconvenience of the people living there at the earliest. A state-level open debating competition on the topic Manipurna pre-merger political status da Hanjinba ngamlaba matamdata Manipurna hakthengnariba wathok sing asigi warusin purapa ngamgani organized jointly by Sarka Youth Front and Desam was held at Manipur Press Club today. 28 participants, 9 in the treasury bench and 10 in the opposition bench took part in the competition. Retired Registrar of Manipur University Kulabidhu was a speaker. Leisangtem Luchingbi Chenu of LMS Law College stood first, Asem Sanjana of Ruda Academy bagged second, and Anamika Harangungzam of DM College of Arts stood third in the competition. Cash prizes were distributed to the winners by the organizer. The Irabot Celebration Committee is going to observe the 68th commemoration of Pungdongbam incident at Irabot Park at Chalo Lamlai tomorrow. The committee has appealed to all concerned not to cause any kind of obstruction to anyone who comes to take part in the commemoration. A youth identified as Michael Hankulan Mate, son of late Thelen Mate of S. Kanan Weng, Tubong, Churachandpur, was found murdered at Kamdong Weng Cemetery, Tubong at Churachandpur. The youth's throat was found slit by a sharp weapon. It is not yet known who murdered him and what the motive was. The body was found by passers-by around 7 this morning. Police have registered a case in the incident. The dead body has been kept at the morgue of Churachandpur District Hospital for further medical legal formalities. A one-day booth-level conference for polling station number 7 by 40 of Andhra AC organized by Andhra Mandal Bharatiya Janata Party was held at the community hall of Nongpo Kaithelmanbi yesterday. President of Andhra Mandal BJP Subol Singh, Dr. Nimaichan Luang, who is contesting the ensuing general election, and many people took part in the conference. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Nimaichan Luang said, Andhra AC is an underdeveloped constituency and lagging behind in every sector, especially health, transportation and communication, electricity and water. He further said, the main objective of contesting the election is to take up developmental works and remove difficulties faced by the people in the constituency. President of Nagaram Women's Society, L.K. Frenholm, has refuted the charges made by the Secretary of Kumanlampak Imam Market, T.S. Sorojini, yesterday that the society has asked the street vendors on Dinku Road to pay an annual tax of 2,000 rupees each. President of the society said this while talking to the ISTV News at the street vendors market on Dinku Road. She further said, the society has been collecting a monthly amount of merely 20 rupees from each of the street vendors, irrespective of which community they belong to. The said amount is collected to pay for the garbage clearing service in the area. She also mentioned that the society is just trying to keep the street clean as a lot of garbage left by the street vendors are accumulated every day on the roadside. She said, the society has never asked for any other amount. The area comes under the jurisdiction of Gram Panchayat. She appealed to all concerned not to mislead the people any further by making false statements.
Garbage disposed of nabagi amot akai hondok nabagi damakta ekhoina adugi meteng oina su sijinabane aduga ekhoina tha gudingi amot akai si sengdok daba ismaina sengdok bane second Saturday June July August September 4 months se ekhoi youth ka loina na social service tawe refreshment su tawe paisa du asida khaiba sina ekhoi loi ma kona banate adugi meteng oina kun bio haina khaibane aduda ekhoi bu Sorojini sina Lising ani kaya hena lan haibasi jumde magisi aran bane jumda bane haina sengdok bibunimne.
Dr. Sapam Ranjan, former INC candidate in Konthosam Assembly constituency, H. Dinko, former Trinamool candidate in Segmai constituency, and former Minister L. Radhakishore of Oinam constituency were felicitated as BJP President Bhavananda gave consent to their request for joining BJP. The BJP president said their entry has strengthened the party even more. He further said the Congress party is similar to an expired medicine which is of no use now. The BJP will take the lead in the next state assembly election, he said.
I have a Congress is expired with Aduna. Hidak expired with Hidak from Sabadi, Nasi, Manipur, the labor, India, the labor, Nasi, Nava, Expired with Hidak Charadi, Anabadi, Pavili, Lana, Leva, Sunasi, Uri, Sun to Hena, Motoriva, corruption hengaleeba, nepotism hengaleeba, mayam masi ngasai ki chana daba expiry or kita char hoyi. Adu ngasi BJP ki sarkar na pari do state MC yengiyo. Apoi ki sarkar pari do chai ho me na pala ba sarkar ki yengiyo, chai ani he na pala ba sarkar yengiyo. Loing na mak apoi apazaba governance na piduna hajik tang tang le sarkar na de.
A felicitation cum Teachers Day program was held at School of Bodybuilders and Fitness at Kwakitel, Thaunawzum Laikai today. TAs Laima Chennu and Ningthauzam Suraj were accorded a warm welcome for bagging bronze and silver medals respectively in the 58th Asian Bodybuilding Championship in Bhutan. Founder of Eastern Iron Gym, P. Robindro, coach of KBB Gym S. Joy, coach of Prabhavati Fitness Gym S. Premnath, managing director of School of Bodybuilding and Fitness T.H. Rajiv, chief coach K. Premzit, and coach of LP Gym Athem were the main guests at the felicitation cum Teachers Day program. Both medalists were presented simple gifts on the occasion. Gifts were also presented to the coaches of the fitness centers. Addressing the gathering, coach of KBB Gym S. Joy said, what teachers like the most is their students showing them respect. Success is assured when both teachers and students make honest efforts, he added. And now the national news. 3 of the 4 terrorists who attacked the 12th Brigade headquarters at Uri on Sunday were clean-shaven and wore close-cropped hair to help their disguise as army personnel. They were in their early 20s. Their autopsy and bone mass and density measurement at the 92 base hospital in Srinagar has revealed. The slain terrorists were buried nearly 50 kilometers from the site of attack. Together, they had taken nearly 169 bullet hits. Their intestines, chest and arms were riddled with bullet holes. 26 wrappers of high-protein chocolate bars, 6 Red Bull cans, 3 empty packets of ORS and other medicines, which were met in Pakistan's time, were recovered from the terror site. Investigating agencies in Srinagar have questioned at least 3 Uri shepherds over suspicion that they had harbored the terrorists before the attack. The agencies also recovered a GPS set with pre-fed coordinates of 2 locations, Galwama and Rafiabad, Muzaffarabad, at least 6 kilometers from the LOC, sources said. Muzaffarabad is the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir city where the JAM frequently holds rallies to generate support in Pakistan. The Supreme Court on Tuesday dismissed a plea seeking the setting up of a body independent of the Collegium to select judges to the Apex Court and the High Courts. The plea sought the setting up of a body independent of the Executive and Judiciary to select judges to these courts. Such a body would amount to amending the Constitution, and it cannot do that, the Supreme Court said. A body called the National Campaign for Lawyers, NCL, alleged that an independent judge selection body is needed to end control of the judiciary by a section of elites. The NCL also said the appointment to the judicial positions of family members of sitting judges and senior advocates must stop. It also alleged that the talented candidates among a vast majority of lawyers are never considered by the collegiums for selection as judges. And now the headlines once again. Union Minister of State for Consumer Affairs C.R. Chowdhury reviews NFSA and central sponsor schemes in state. Residents of Singjamai area round off 25 non-locals without proper identity proof, hand them over to police. And all vehicles without high security number plate to be fined rupees 2,000 from October 1st onwards. That's all for today, and thanks for being with us.